All right, everyone, welcome into today's episode. Hope everyone's doing well today. Guys, I think it's time that we kind of pack our bags and head for the exit of Hush River Valley. So I am currently up at the I guess I've kind of been calling it the upper cave, the cave up by Mammoth Falls. And so I spent the evening of the last day of the last episode basically I repaired my boots, and I think I repaired a pair of my socks or something like that. So didn't get too crazy, but I think what we'll do to kind of kick things off in this one is kind of pack everything that we want to take out of here with us up, and then head down to the lower cave and then eventually out of the region. So that's kind of my plan for today's episode. I'm just glancing out there. It looks windy out. Doesn't look too bad. There was a blizzard yesterday, so I'm hopeful that we don't run into any real problems with weather trying to get out. So yeah, let's pick up our tools. Obviously the hides I'm going to take. We might end up being a little bit heavy leaving here, and that's fine. Yeah, we're almost at weight, and we still have to hit another cave. So we might make 2 trips, right? We might come in and out of here. Between here and Mountain Town. Yeah, we're already at 83 pounds. The Mackinac, man, it's like, I really don't anticipate needing it. It's just one of those things you hate to leave behind. It's at 29%. I think we just make the decision to leave her there. I mean, we haven't used it at all. I don't really anticipate that we will. So I'd like to make another wolfskin coat anyway. So once we do that, we really won't even need it. So water, that's a gallon. Should we leave some of this here? I think so. Coal, our revolver ammunition. We'll just leave it. We don't need it. I think that whetstone's used up. Yep. Grab the pot for sure. Let's go ahead and harvest those. Get the leather. And then what else? Let's grab that piece of cloth. Whetstone. Might as well take all of that stuff. So we're at, what, 92 pounds? We're still pretty free moving. That book is finished. Yeah, I mean, there will be some stuff here. Like, if we decide to come back, there will be some stuff available to us. So let's go ahead and eat these. And I think we get on the road for the lower cave. I mean, there's a ton of coal in here we're leaving behind. That's kind of a bummer, but I mean, we don't really need it, to be honest with you. I could probably, actually, let's do that too. That's going to save us some carry weight. All right, let's hit the road. Let's head for the lower cave and stop in there and gather whatever we need. And then, I don't know. I mean, it's still like super early in the day, so we might have time to hit that cave, kind of grab everything we need, and then just completely head out of the region. I'm also going to have to decide, like, do we climb, like, do I leave enough stuff to get down the rope climb, or do I try to billy goat the way down the side? Billy goat? I think it's more like mountain goat. What's a billy goat exactly? When I say billy goat, I think of like your little goat on a farm, which is definitely not, climbing down the side of a cliff in northern Canada. Okay. Only question becomes then, what do we do next? So, and I know I kind of talked about this a little bit in the last episode. What do we do from here, guys? So I feel like, kind of conquered Hush River Valley. We've pretty much been through Mountain Town. Let's get to the lower cave and let's kind of like look at our numbers and stuff. Didn't I decide that I could go that way one time? Like I could kind of just like skip that whole section and go Let's try it. I think I can turn right up there and get to where the rope climbing stuff is. Except we're going straight into the wind. And I mean, we could always stop off at the other cave and sleep for a day. Alright. Those look like wolf prints, don't they? I hear them. Well, that might have been a reason to not come. Oh, right there. I don't think he can get me, though. We're in kind of a weird spot. Missed him. That's okay. We probably wouldn't have killed him and we would have lost our arrow, so not the end of the world. Just need to be careful that he doesn't stop running and get an angle on us. Now that we've left our safe little ledge. Part of me's like, can I get down that, can I go down the waterfall? Can I find a way to crawl down that ledge? I don't think so. Not even gonna bother to try. Oh man, I was hoping to get up there. And like, maybe still kind of getting a little progress. No, okay. Well, one thing we're doing for sure is wasting time. So let's get a move on. We're just gonna have to tough this out with him. Looks like he went up there and turned. If nothing else, we could make a break for the ice cave, maybe. I don't see him anywhere. I think we might be okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, so I'm really kind of thinking like now, just because we're going to lose condition getting down to the lower cave, that maybe we stay there for the rest of the day. And then pack up and head out in the morning. Some cattails down here. I kind of want to grab these. Since we're traveling, it's always good to have a little bit of just something with you to eat, just in case your trip doesn't go how you expect it to. And I don't have any like processed food or anything like that, and traveling with meat is always a kind of a risk, so we'll gather these for the trip back into, oh, I know where we are ish. This one. Isn't there, how did we get up here? I'm trying to remember, guys. Okay, that way goes to the signal fire. Alright, we do need to kind of be getting the move on, though. I mean, I guess we could dip into this cave really quick and warm back up before we proceed. Let's maybe do that. Okay. We could also travel through here. I don't have a lantern, and this is a pretty dark one, so I don't think we'll do that. Do I have any, I don't have any flares either, so yeah, we better just stick to the known path. Alright, let's head back out. If I had a lantern, I'd a little more seriously consider going that way, but since I don't, it's not worth the risk to me right now. So yeah, guys, I don't think I'd said it yet. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. Hope you're enjoying the series. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to hit the like button for me. Oh my goodness. That's not where I was expecting to end up. Where are we? Yeah, be sure to hit the like button if you have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that, put that into the comments section. And guys, I'm still chasing that 500 number by the end of the year of subscribers. You guys have been crushing it. I think we're at, we need 95 more by the end of the year. If you want to help me along in that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I am a little bit turned around right now, guys. I'll be honest. I know I've been at that cave before, but like, how did we get here and where do we go? How do I get down? I may just have to go with my initial theory and just kind of work the edge. Where are we? What do I recognize? I think that's the ouchie tree right there. I mean, that looks doable, doesn't it? Let's go for it. Okay, that's going to be a drop. That's okay. Not too bad. Isn't that the ouchie tree? Pretty sure it is. So I'm crouching right now to try and keep myself from falling more. Working pretty well. Guys, is that the ouchie tree, or does that just look like the ouchie tree? Only I would get lost, like, trying to leave. After, I think, last episode, I proclaimed that I knew where I was going now. Here, and here we are, and I sure as heck don't. The dead deer. I'd love to have the pelt off of him, but we're pretty cold already. I don't know that I've been here. Like, I see the cave over here, obviously. Yeah, we have, because there's a brush wall that's broken into. Alright, we're going to do this again. Okay, and this is just to warm up. I need to drink some water. And then we'll go, maybe give it a second here and get a little bit warmer, and then we'll leave the cave and keep moving. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we are. I know that's kind of crazy, but let's grab this sapling. Something's dead up there. It's midday. Where's that down? Looks like that's actually down. Yeah, it's at the bottom. So that's the valley down there. And that's Valley Viewpoint, I think. I recognize that big rock. So how did I manage this? Yeah, and I think that's the path we saw. I don't know, guys. I kind of know where we are, I feel like. Oh, that was too far. Alright, well, let's keep moving. Didn't sprain any. I think I got my wrist, maybe? Yeah, that's okay. We'll make do. It's down here. Looks like a very clear pathway, no? No, that was just a literal circle we just did. I think we need to go down there. Where's the rope? Okay, there's the rope. So the cave should be down there. That means our cave is over there. Okay, I know where we are. I'm trying to find a better path down than where we're at right now. I somehow didn't have to climb any ropes. I don't know how I managed that, but here we are. So there was a tree right over there to get up. So we'll do that. And we need to be careful going over there because those wolves have probably all respawned and everything. Didn't see any wolves. There should still be plenty of meat at our cave too, so I think given that it's like afternoon already, I think we'll go ahead and probably try to stay here for the night. And eat a little bit of our meat. Oh. Okay, that worked out in our favor, fortunately. I definitely just jumped at my desk when that happened. Fortunately, yeah. We couldn't have even taken a bow shot. We need to be careful because he probably didn't run very far. He's probably like right over that little hill going into that stream. So I need to be very cautious because if he decides to come after us, I really can't defend myself right now. Yeah, there he is. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of creep and crawl the rest of the way. Alright, we're right here. Easy enough. Yeah, I jumped pretty good on that. Okay, what all do we need to pack up? We'll take the new bow. I don't think we need to climb anything to get out of here, so we can pretty much take everything. We're going to be slow going, probably. Was that not cured all the way? No, it was. No, it's not. It's not cured. Okay, we'll put you down. Oh, these are both not cured. Yeah, there's that. Oh, but I had picked one up. So one of those is probably the one I just picked up. Tons of coal in here, too. Some more saplings. And I know that we have just an absolute bucket of saplings back at the Paradise Meadows farm. I mean, do we need to take all of these? Probably not, but why not? In our pot. And I had 3 total pots, yeah, so that'll make the third one. Okay. So we'll leave these guys out to possibly cure overnight. Man, we're getting pretty heavy now. Do I leave the bearskin bedroll behind? First of all, let's see. I do, if I harvest it, I do get a bearskin back. I'm just thinking if we wanted to put the pelt from that towards a coat, we could at least harvest it and get it back. So we don't just abandon it. If we're gonna do away with it, we keep it. Right? I mean, doesn't that make sense? Makes sense to me. Is there anything I'm carrying I don't need? Let's check that too. I mean, not really. I mean, there's nothing I'm willing to leave behind at this point. Yeah, no, nothing. So I'm at 94 pounds. This will probably put me to 96. I'll be at 100 pounds easy, which is a lot. It's going to pass time until it's late enough to sleep, and then we'll head out of here in the morning. Well, Hush River Valley has been fun. I've enjoyed the time we've been here for sure. And I think it's just honestly time to put it behind us and go do other things. Okay, that's probably good. Good on calories for the night. Let's drink some more water. Okay, well, we're not going anywhere right now. You know, it would sure be nice, which I would have to wait here for a long time to get, would be well-fed. I mean, I would probably have to wait here 2 more days. I don't think I value it that much. It would make moving a lot easier, but, you know, that's just about it, honestly. It's a pretty cold one. Still not warming up. There, okay, there we go. Alright. Definitely not leave until we're warm, so might as well sleep too, I guess. Getting pretty low in water, so we need to make something happen. Alright, 92 pounds. Grab these guys. 85%. And let's eat as much as we can and head for the exit. Leave that behind. Alright, let's go for it. Sounds like he's busy. What would have spooked him? Oh, the bear. The bear must be around here. I thought he was after a rabbit, and then I heard him crying. And obviously the rabbit's not going to make him cry, so the bear must be somewhere in the vicinity. Which is, I don't know, an interesting prospect. If I was just playing this by myself, guys, like if I, you know, wasn't recording, wasn't publishing episodes and stuff like that, I might stay here a bit longer and consider shooting a bear. And truthfully, I might have stayed in the valley longer and shot the moose and just survived off of that. Because, I mean, you know, really for the most part in this region, there's not much that is going to bother you. If you have a big stack of food, I mean, your day-to-day is pretty much just going to be gathering firewood. I mean, until your arrows crap out or you need cloth to repair your clothing, but at some point you'll have your, you know, your animal garments. And I mean, I know that there's definitely some people that play without, like, they just quit taking care of like shirts and socks and things like that, and, you know, leggings, and just only really worry about you know, the animal garments. And I mean, that's fine. So like if you stayed here and just planned on that, not ever having to make those repairs, then yeah, I mean, it's not much that's going to push you here. I don't know, is that weird? It almost is easy in a way. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, but It's almost like easier than you generally give it credit for because of that. You have to get here and get established, and like the hard thing for me obviously was when we first came into the region, I really didn't know my way around it all. So I mean, when we landed here, just trying to find shelter was difficult. And then once we kind of found a cave to stay in, and you know, we got that bear, and you know, I think shot some deer and some wolf and stuff like that. We had plenty of food. I mean, we still have food. I really haven't had to worry about food in some time. It's just interesting. I mean, I guess maybe even like repairing your animal garments, you could run out of sewing kits. I guess you could make, you know, the fishing line and tackle and sew with that, but then you would also need scrap metal. I'm just thinking like what would limit you here, and I think it's those things: is your hunting tools, repair tools. It's going to be the biggest thing. And I mean, if you have a mag glass, there's plenty of firewood around generally. So I don't know, maybe we'll come back at some point. Like maybe once we get out and kind of, you know, accomplish some other things like I've kind of been talking about, maybe we consider coming back here long term or something. Okay, let's see. Some way to get across this stream. I'm going right into the wind, as per usual. I would say I won't miss that, but I don't know that that's necessarily just an HRV problem. That's going to happen anywhere. It just really seems to be bothering me here. It makes everything slow going. Maybe once we get into this like little corridor, block the wind a little bit. It's just so drastic too. Like that's the other thing. I mean, I know I'm carrying a ton of weight right now, but I'm just so slow. This is running. I'm running right now. Just craziness. I don't think there was any wolves or anything along this route. Oh, you know, one thing I want to do is, remember I marked that tree ahead of us. I want to see if I can actually see that mark. I think I marked like up there somewhere. It's like on that branch on the end. I don't see anything. It's probably because it's on the upward facing part of it. There's our cave. Yeah, I wouldn't have ever seen it, but nope, there it is. I can just barely see it. That is definitely that tree, though. All right, let's proceed. So before I could see through here well enough, man, the problem I'm having right now is that, and I can't see anything. I am sitting at my desk, and okay, I can see now. And there's a window behind my monitor. And generally what I try to do is close it, you know, before I record, basically because it it does a couple things. It prevents this from happening, so that basically the sun's hitting me right in the eyes from outside. And so just like looking into the darkness here and being shined in the face, it's not really working out for me. But fortunately, I think we'll be able to get through here. It's not a very long cave, if I remember right. The other thing I try to do is close it because it helps with the sound. Just make my microphone not as much of a echo or unintended background noise from the sound bouncing off the glass pane. Is that the way I came? This doesn't look like it's going anywhere. I could fire up the lantern too. I was just seeing if I could manage this in the dark. Yep, I'm finding my way. Just barely. Yep, alright, there we go. Honestly though, since I've gotten this new microphone, I don't think that the window has really been as much of an issue as it was prior. I don't know, you guys tell me. One thing I am still planning to hopefully do is in October, which is next month, get some streams going. And so I want to make sure everything's working well before that happens. Okay. We made it. Yeah, so I guess if, anything seems like it could be working better to you guys as you watch episodes and things, let me know, because, I want to make that experience as good as possible for you guys before I start doing anything live. So we ended up under 100 pounds. It seems wrong to me. It seems like I forgot something to get the bedroll. Yeah, I did. I think I have everything. I feel like we were at 105 at one point. Right now we're at 94. Alright, we'll just warm up a little bit in here. Okay, so yeah, look how many saplings we have there too. How do we ever leave this place? We have so much in the way of supplies here that leaving would almost be a crime. Just thinking through that. And where do we go, I think we still have a bunch of cloth down at the farmhouse too. Plus I think we got stuff in that drawer. Man, we just have so much stuff here. Feathers, we have feathers in there. Alright, so let's think. Let's take a look at some numbers and things and figure out what we want to do. I wanted to see the final number. We were there for 41 days. Which to me is a pretty good accomplishment. We survived 41 days in Hush River Valley, and I know we obviously left and came back a couple of times in there, but all that aside, I think it's still a pretty good accomplishment. We've not been to 46 and 41, so that makes up the majority of our time between Mystery Lake and Hushed River. I want to maybe try to get the crampons and the technical backpack. As we start to pivot towards long-term survival, those are two items that I definitely want to have. So I think that those are probably next on our list, which means we got to pass through Pleasant Valley and through, let's go ahead and grab the feathers, and through Timberwolf Mountain to get to Ash Canyon. So, man, there's There's just so much stuff. Look at all this. Oh no, don't do that. Oh my goodness. I can't run anymore. I can use my bow. Alright, let's try to get down to the farmhouse. It's gonna be slow going, but we'll just have to be careful. Fortunately it's fairly warm right now, so we don't have to worry as much about freezing as we typically would. And I'll try and take our shortcut and stuff to get down to the farmhouse. Question is, like, which route do we take to get out of Mountain Town? Okay, there's a wolf right there. That's the one I was hoping was not around. But alas, he is. There's two routes out. There's the route kind of down through the climbing area, I think it's called. It's like up behind the gas station. Or there's the basin, which I think is how we came into the region. Because I think I walked off the cliff, if I remember right. I'm leaning towards going that way. Just because that's closer to the house, which we're headed towards right now, the farmhouse. I don't know, though. I don't see any wolves down here yet. I wonder if it's warm enough in the car for me to take a break and warm back up. Might be. We'll try it. Man, where did this day go? I know we've been traveling, but it doesn't seem like we've been at it that long. No wolves at all. Weird. No deer either. Nah, we're still cold. Okay, let's keep moving. I don't see a single form of wildlife anywhere. The sky's a really strange color too. I don't know that I've seen that very often. It's like a greenish pink gray. Fortunately, this trip is going pretty smooth. We're slow going, but we're not even cold yet. We're about to be. But, I mean, we've made it practically the whole way down here without really even struggling. So we'll get down here. I mean, we still have enough calories that we'll be able to probably sleep without eating again. So we'll be able to save our cattails and then... yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow maybe we try to load up and keep moving. Head back towards... Okay, there's a wolf down there. Head back towards Forlorn, and then Forlorn to Mystery Lake, and then all the way back through to Pleasant Valley. And then, I mean, I don't know, guys, what, like, should... I really want to get the backpack and the crampons. Like, that is forefront of my mind right now. There's 2 regions, obviously, between us and where those are located. And so it's like, do I stop in those 2 regions and, you know, loot and, you know, just survive there for a little bit? Or do I basically just pass through and go get the stuff I want first? I don't know. I'm kind of undecided. I kind of think it might just make sense to power through those regions and get the backpack and the crampons, and then we can kind of work our way back through. It's kind of what I'm thinking, because I mean, if I know that that's my goal to go get those things, then like that's just going to make going to the summit in Timberwolf that much easier. So I think that's the way I want to play it. I don't know though. We might get into Pleasant Valley and feel like it's a good time to stop for a while. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really know how we managed to get up here on this cliff. I didn't mean to do this. But honestly, it's probably not bad, because we would have avoided any wolves down there. Although there could be one up here too. Okay. I think we're good. Just gotta get in the door. And then, I mean, maybe we leave stuff here, and maybe this is kind of like a home base of sorts. You know, we leave a lot of cured guts and stuff here, I guess. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Alright, let's go in, though. Okay. I mean, it's not quite time for bed. Man, look at all the pots. There's just so much stuff here. Might as well use that one, right? Okay, a ton of sticks here. Any water? I don't think so. I think we left without any water here because we are fairly low. I mean, we could whip some up tonight, I guess. We have time yet still on this day. Man. There's no workbench. The only workbench is outside. I guess, I mean, if I wanted to workbench, I should have stopped at the trailer. Thinking of other things I could do where another workbench is. I think those are the only ones I can think of at the moment. I'm sure that there's more like scattered in the town, but I'm not that desperate, to be honest. 46 cloth. How many cloth are we carrying? 12. All right, we're gonna have to do some serious inventory. I think I will go ahead and leave stuff here. Just simply because there's too much of it to move, right? Like, I'd like to take all the saplings with me, but I just can't. There's just too many of them. We have 16. 16 times what? 3 is... I'm not going to do that math right now. 32 plus 6, 38, 48. I have 48 potential arrows right there. Or is it... Do you get 3 or 5 per sapling? I think it's 3, right? Anyway, look at all those. Okay. This one's green, but we'll add it to the pile. Same. Okay. How are we doing weight now? Still need to lose about 13 pounds before we can travel, and that's not even with... We don't have any real water on us yet. Let's do a bunch of these, because we're carrying a ton of these too, yeah. Okay. mean, I guess, like... man, I'm trying to decide. I don't love the idea of having to come back here for stuff, but there's just so much stuff here that I think we're just going to have to. So, like, I'm looking at, like, the heavy hammer and the extra hacksaws and stuff, and it's like I don't really want to leave those, but... You know, I can't take it all with us. There's just too much of it. So I think we're just going to have to know that the hammer, like, it doesn't make sense to leave here because I can't use it here, right? Like, there's no forge. What would be the nearest forge? Forlorn. So, like, I almost would be better served just taking that to Forlorn, but we'll see. If we have the carry weight space, we'll take it. Chances are we're not going to. So we'll just keep that in mind. All right, you're going to get stored. Didn't I have a nice little storage spot at one point? I think so, like right here. Do that. What else? Should I leave a mag glass? It's not that big a deal, but I don't really need to carry two of them because I think really the only way like these get damaged is like from animal attacks, right? At least that's, I feel like, what I've heard. So maybe if we've got one here and for safekeeping, we don't really need 3 of these. They're nice for emergencies, but that's really the only intent I have with them. I don't need to carry around 3. Hopefully we're not in 3 emergencies that quick in succession. Clothing, I mean, everything there we take. Food and water, need some more water. One thing of tools, I don't need the paint anymore. I know I usually try to do this like off recording, but we've got time right now to do it, so leave the can. I am underweight now, I guess, so that's probably honestly good. I need water though. So let's do small fire. Is that the only tinder I have? All right, let's do it. I'm fine with that. Let's try to make a couple pots here of water. I mean, I guess really, right? You might as well fill them all, and then I can just take what, you know, I need in the morning. So I'd like to time this out where the fire's in when these are done. It's getting dark. One last thing I want to do. Make some birch bark tea. Okay. Let's go to bed. I think morning time we'll be ready to roll. How much water did we get? Okay, yeah, we are over a gallon, so. We're not even really that tired. See what happens here. Maybe try to grab one more pot of water before we go off the stovetop. Okay. Let's just keep getting it to daytime. Okay. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay. I have a pry bar on me. I do my knife and my hatchet. I mean, there's nothing here that am I doing weight-wise? I'm actually over right now. It's kind of surprising. There's really nothing to leave. I mean, I could leave some water. Let's stick. Decisions, guys. You know, one thing too is like I'd like to have more cloth. I didn't grab any more, but I'd like to take more. All right. Tough calls, guys. Let's see. What are you at? You're at 79%. Let's go ahead and repair pants. That way I can save the weight and have repaired pants. How's this looking? 82. Let's go ahead and repair it as well. I know it's not dying to be repaired, but you're at 94 and the gloves are at 96 and these are at 92. So those really don't need it. We're doing weight-wise, we're good. All right. Let's grab... Wish it gave me an idea of how much that weighs. I wanted to do this actually too before we go. That's already like midday. We haven't even moved. Okay. What do we got for cloth on us now? 17. All right, let's get it up to 20. Okay, we'll call that good. All right, guys, I think we go ahead and get on the move, maybe. That's going to be too heavy. Let's take that. We can eat that later. I know it's later on in the day now, but we're still pretty energized, so we'll maybe at least get down into the basin today. Man, do I take any of those with me? I think I still have at least one arrow. We have 12 arrows at this point. I don't need to. Let's just go. Someday later I'll be back and they'll be there and we can make some arrows, or if I ever get into like, you know, a situation where I can forecast that I'm going to need a bunch of arrows, then we'll come back. But I mean, really where we're headed we haven't been, so we should be able to find plenty more new saplings that, you know, haven't been harvested yet. So we really don't need them. Look, there's still one right down there that has never been touched. I think there was one. Maybe I finally got that birch sapling that was out here. There was always one in the middle, and every time I walked by it, I was like, I need to grab that. Maybe I finally did it. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, I just think, you know, we're kind of like hitting that point in the run where we could just survive long term, right? Like, we're not really floundering every day to try and, you know, find the next meal or anything like that. And so I just want to get those two items because I feel like they're going to be, you know, pretty key to long-term survival. I mean, if we had had the crampons in Hush River Valley, and I mean, we've talked about, like, if I go back to Hush River Valley, I mean, that whole region will be so much easier to move around with the crampons, because I'll be able to climb, you know, 10 times easier than we could before. So I think it's necessary to do. See, when I go down here, I don't have to climb up anything else, I don't think. No. There's a rope to climb down in Forlorn if we go that far tonight. I'm really not thinking we'll get that far. We're still got plenty of it juice though. We don't like need to stop. I mean, it might be nice to warm up, but that's really all we need. It's just maybe a quick warm up somewhere. You know, I'm kind of reconsidering in my head. I kind of think maybe we just played safe. Did I ever search this? Let's go check it out. I'm kind of thinking maybe we just stay. Anything in here? No, I never did search this. Not that we're going to find anything, but... In the bed? Nope. Okay. Yeah, so I'll stay in the cave that's down here. Let's just play it safe. Where is the cave? I think it's over there. Right? No? Maybe it's further on that way. What's up, Mr. Deer? And wasn't there a moose down here too? I mean, shoot, we could just kill a deer till we're able to kill the moose and then stay down here for a while too. There's just so many things we could do. I kind of feel like we've reached that point in this run. So, all right, our cave should be right up here. I think we'll go ahead too and wrap up here, and then I'll pretty much just stay here tonight. And we will, right in our cave up here. Yeah, it's right there. And we'll continue our journey first thing at the beginning of the next episode. So, as usual, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the episode today. If you did, be sure to just leave a quick like on it for me. Throw any comments you guys have for me into the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I will catch you all in the next one. Thanks, guys.